Do you think Vic can survive any more of these games?
It's not prison. Welcome to Meares Show. I'm Mo.
Meares.
The officiating this weekend kind of put me a little under the weather.
Well, you know what? I went 1-3 against the spread, and I want to flip that around and go 3-1 because these refs cost me a lot of money. I don't believe any game anymore.
It's a bad situation. The media is the biggest problem with it because they're looking to blow it up.
Yeah.
It's creating a mob mentality on the field. It's become dangerous for these guys they're giving us football that we wouldn't have.
Right.
And I don't know what the other solution is, and it's turning on them on the field. It's a dangerous situation, but we got 4 games to do. Let's get into those. First game we're going to do, the New York Giants traveling down the Turnpike to play your Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles favored by 1 at home.
I'm not going to talk about it last week. I'm going to pretend it didn't happen. Let's just move on. What I'm worried about this week is that since the opening of Lincoln Financial Field, the Giants are 5-4 against the Eagles there. That's not good. The Eagles have the 6th most yards per game for offense, yet they're scoring almost next to last in the NFL. How's that even possible?
Turnovers.
They've turned the ball over 6 more times than they've gotten it, than they've taken it away. And the Giants are actually positive in the turnover ratio. I just don't see the Eagles winning this game. I think the Giants are going to come in. They're going to throw the ball up and down the field on the Eagles. Their passing attack has been crazy. And I know Eli is still a bum and a faggot, but he's been throwing the ball well. He's got a high, I think he's got a 98% passer rating or something. He's been playing well. So I'm going to give the nod to the Giants in this game. I'm going to lay the point against the Eagles, and I'm going to go against my heart.
All right, there is a way the Eagles can win this game, and that's if they run the ball more than 4 times in the first half. If the Giants, if the Packers, the Patriots, and the Eagles haven't learned, and the Saints for that matter, that you can't be a pass-only offense, if you don't show some form of run, these defensive linemen pin their ears back and they will kill you. Aaron Rodgers learned that against Seattle. The Patriots lost their last 2, and Brady's always tap dancing. And Vic last week is lucky not to have left that game in a body bag. Andy Reid won't run the ball because people will tell him that he has to because he's a contrary person. That's why he's never won a Super Bowl. That's why the Eagles will never ultimately win anything with him. Give me the Giants in this one. Next game we're going to do another matchup, 2-1 versus 2-1. Chicago traveling to Dallas. Dallas favored by 3.5 at home.
Do you know that Dallas is only one of 2 teams that are 2-1 that have a negative point differential? It means they've given up more points than they've scored. How's that? I mean, that's ridiculous. Cutler's having a bad season. Let's just throw that out there. He's thrown twice as many picks as he has touchdowns. He's been sacked on his back more times than his wife, I think. Forte was hurt last week. Could be back this week. He's a much better all-around running back in my mind than Michael Bush. Bush is good, but Forte can catch out of the backfield. He can do everything. I think Bears will cover this because I don't think the Cowboys can put up enough points. They're last in points per game. I don't think the Cowboys can put enough points to beat them by 3.5. So give me the 3.5 points and I'll take the Bears.
Cowboys 2-1. I don't know what to think about them. The Bears 2-1. I haven't seen too much of them, but I have seen Jay Cutler in post-game interviews, and his comment this week: it's about winning. It's not about an individual tennis match.
I don't get that.
So give me the Cowboys and covering 3.5 because that's just fucking nonsense. Next game we're going to do San Francisco traveling across the country to the Jets. 2-1 versus 2-1. I'm going to go first on this one because teams traveling across the country playing at 1 o'clock traditionally struggle.
Yes. This
is a trap game for the 49ers because everybody thinks they're going to come back after a hideous performance against the Minnesota Vikings where they got run all over. The Jets 2-1, a gaudy 2-1 in everybody's opinion. Trap game. 49ers favored by 4. I'm calling this one easy money to take the Jets. I'm not sure. I think the Jets are going to win the game just based on the trap theory.
Wow. Well, here's what I got. San Francisco gave up 24 points against the Vikings. Only 2 times since the beginning of 2011 have they given up 24 or more points. That's pretty crazy. I think the Jets' offense is horrendous.
It ain't good.
They've only played 1 team with a legitimate defense, and that's Pittsburgh, and they put up 10 points. Yeah. I don't see them putting up any points against the 49ers. I'm calling a shutout. Mm-hmm. I'm calling that Mark Sanchez continues his 50% completion percentage and gets his ass handed to him by the 49ers. I think 49ers are going to give it to Gore because that's something they didn't do last week. And I think they're going to run down the throat of the Jets. Minus Darrelle Revis, they now have to come up with a new defensive scheme anyway. I don't see how they stop the Niners. I'll lay the 4 and give me the Niners.
Fun fact, week 1, Question for week 4, what game would have one win between the two teams?
Didn't
Would not have said New Orleans
No.
traveling to Green Bay. Green Bay favored by 9 despite their anemic offense in Seattle. Ooh, we should have won. Score more than 12 points.
One of the first games we've ever done in Meares featuring two teams that have only had one win between the two of them. Not in week 1. It's going to be an interesting game. The Saints have given up the second most points in the NFL. They've given up like 103 points or 111, some of them ridiculous. The Packers, on the other hand, haven't been able to score. I mean, this isn't the Green Bay Packers of old. They're 1-2. They've outscored their opponents, however, even though they're not putting up points, which means their defense is playing well. I don't think the Saints are going to be able to stop the Packers, but at the same time, I don't know if the Packers are going to be able to score. The deal to me is, can the Packers rebound from that horrendous call? Are they going to complain and whine the rest of the season? Or are they going to sack up, man up, and fucking play some football? I think 9 points is way too many. I'm not going to take the Saints. I'm not going to take the Packers -9. I'm going to say the Packers are going to win, but I'm going to take the Saints to cover the 9 spread.
The Saints defense is fucking terrible.
It's not good.
Kansas City comes back on you in your home dome. I don't like the 9 points either. But last week it was the irresistible force meets the unstoppable movement of nothing or whatever. I don't know what that saying is. But whatever it is, make this one the opposite. This is 2 Super Bowl champion teams within the last 5 years. And the best offense in the league coming into the season, by a lot of people's opinion, is anemic.
Right.
12 points in Seattle. Ooh, Seattle's defense is good. 12 points! You got the MVP Aaron Rodgers, the best quarterback in the league in a lot of people's opinion. Debatable with some others, but he looks horrible. Scheming. Run the ball 4 times in the first half. They came out the second half, started running, and they managed to get the 12 points because they couldn't punch it in. 9 points, I'm going with your theory. 9 points is too much. I think the Packers probably win this, but, you know, I'm not taking 9 points. So give me the Saints with the 9. Now it's time for Comments of the Week.
Most exciting part of the show.
Beers and bitches on me if the Niners go 3-0 from Chop Chop.
Very disappointed. I was thinking of floating around with beers and bitches, but...
It's the classic jinx. You don't call that when they're playing Minnesota.
Very disappointed.
Meares, phone book. Put one on your chair. Ha. From our friend the Mighty E-Rock.
I get that. It's because I'm short, right? Yeah. Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Check out the Mighty E-Rock on YouTube.
Yeah.
Great shows this year.
Good show.
The Baltimore Ravens are going to fuck up Tom Lady and his pussy pats harder than Gary Glitter's dick at a Justin Bieber concert.
Wow. Tom
now,
Lady.
we don't,
Tom Lady. That rhymes with Tom Brady. I get what he did there.
We don't encourage 12-year-olds to watch our show nor comment like this.
Yeah, that's not good.
But I'm gonna Google everybody in this comment and draw a picture. Congratulations to your friend Susanna, who went, as you said, from YouTube to the boob tube. You guys are still the biggest 2 boobs on YouTube from Geo Knows, our awarding.
Yeah.
Check out Geo Knows on YouTube.
Yes, check him out, and make sure you vote for us this year. We get nominated again.
Good, super. Well, we're defending champs.
Of course.
Looking right at the fucking trophy. All right, Iceboy1221, second repeat commenter, but it's not a comment.
No.
It was calling the 4 games. Ravens over Pats in a close game.
That's amazing. Right on the button.
Falcons over Chargers. That was an easy one after the score. Texans over Broncos. Broncos almost came back, but held on. And then Cardinals over Eagles. That was a good game.
I can't believe he went 4-0. He should be doing a show, not us.
All right. So that's our show for week 4.
Yeah. That's fun.
Hopefully we'll get referees back sooner than later. We won't have any riots on the field. Nobody's going to get assaulted more than Bill Belichick already assaulted one.
Make sure you subscribe. We put out a video every Wednesday, NFL Picks. Make sure you give us thumbs up and comment.
And we got Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah, you can go to twitter.com/Meares, facebook.com/Meares. Links are right here. Follow us, like us, play with us, whatever you want to do.
All right, we'll see you next week.